Hello, my name is Morgan and I'm a laser therapist here at Restore Life. I'm here with one of our current patients, Dan. Dan has been here for about 3 months now, and he came in with spinal stenosis and spondylosis in the lower lumbar region. So Dan, would you like to tell us about how your condition and your pain symptoms were affecting your life?
Oh my goodness, they controlled my life. Things that I was so used to being able to do, I was unable to do. I was in pretty much constant pain. I had actually tried other things to help relieve the pain, and not everything worked. If it worked, it was temporary, and had actually been diagnosed with the only cure for me was actually a spinal, with a, what is it?
Fusion?
Fusion, thank you. Wow. But yes, they wanted to fuse like 5 vertebrae in my back, and the loss of mobility and the chances of coming out of that with a higher level of pain was totally discouraging me, and that's when I was trying to find something other than that as a cure. And
what other treatments were you using prior?
They had done the epidural spinal injection of steroids, and I'd had that, I believe, 4 times.
Wow. And
there was some relief in varying levels. It did relieve, but only for temporary. And then when I started having a level of pain coming back, I had to, look into having it done again. And each time it involved anesthesia, being put under. I wasn't real happy, thinking that I had to do that every 3 months for the rest of my life.
Right. And what was your pain level on a scale of 1 to 10 before you came in?
Before I came in, it varied. It depended on my level of activity, but typically probably a minimum of a 5 and as much as 9 and 10 depending on the activity.
And what about now?
Now, in the last 2 days, probably an elevated 1 or 2 at times. And today, my pain level is 0,
awesome.
Absolute 0. I am not in pain.
Awesome, awesome. So how did you hear about Restore Life?
I read it in the paper. There was an article and there was an offer to do a free seminar. I attended the seminar and I was taken back by what I heard. Travis was fantastic in the presentation, answering questions. To think that he had been a patient like me and had gotten to the point where he is at, that's what my goal was, to be able to, my goal is to be able to play golf again. I could not swing a golf club, and it hurt too much. And Travis had, those goals in life that you want to achieve, and you can't do it living in pain. And the way that he presented himself at that seminar just piqued my interest to the point where I came in for the consultation, and that was the start of it. I'm sold on it.
After the consultation and meeting with the CEO, what made you want to start treatment?
Because it was a chance to improve my life quality without having major surgery, and to me, you can put a price tag on that, but you really can't. That's priceless, to think that you could improve yourself and be not in pain every day. What's that worth? I guess it's worth different dollar amounts to different people, but I was sold on the fact that it was absolutely worth trying, because there's no detriment to trying it, because maybe it doesn't work for everybody. I don't know. It's working for me, and I'm very thankful for that. But if it doesn't work, you always have the medical alternative to have surgery, if that's what it takes to cure you. But if you can cure yourself, if you can make your body heal itself without surgery, I don't see anything wrong with that.
That's awesome. That's a good explanation. Are you able to do anything now that you weren't able to do before?
Oh my goodness. Yes, definitely. I'm doing more things. I'm doing some of the same things with no pain. The mobility, and I just, I used to walk like this, and now there was absolutely no way that I could have done
That's
that
awesome.
and not be taken out of this room on a stretcher. I would have been on the floor thrashing like a fish because it would have hurt so bad.
That's awesome.
It's amazing to me, and I understand I am early in the program. Really, the stem cell therapy has not had time to take 100% effect. What I'm seeing is the results of the combinations of the plasma therapy, the stem cell therapy, and the laser therapy, which have reduced the inflammation, reduced my pain level, increased my mobility to the point where I'm just a happy camper.
Awesome. We love that. And lastly, have any friends, family, and coworkers seen any difference in you or noticed any difference?
Everyone, all of the above, have made comments that I walk better, just in simple motion of walking. My wife has told me that I'm not the grouch that I was when I was in pain.
That's a good thing.
She has to keep me on tight rein because when I feel good, I try to do too much. I've been a physical worker all my life, and I have to be careful because I can create pain if I do too much, you know. And I know it's because I'm overexerting it, and I'm not to that point yet. But as long as I maintain a responsible level of activity, I mean, everything is just fantastic.
Awesome, awesome. And what do you tell them when they ask about?
I tell them that what I'm doing for me is working. I would recommend it to anybody that has any kind of a condition. I want to get my wife in here. She has a condition in her shoulder where she's been told it's going to require a full joint replacement because her shoulder is basically bone to bone, and I don't want her to go through that. I would love to have her come in and begin her treatment program, and I know that's going to happen. I think she's following me through the process and saying, if it really, really, really works for me, she'll be here. She'll definitely be
Awesome.
here.
Awesome, excellent. Well, Dan, it was a pleasure treating you, and we hope to continue seeing these amazing results.
I can't say enough good about the staff here at Restore Life. The entire staff. It's been a pleasure. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I am so happy I made this choice.
Oh, thank you.